Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Eldercare's training series, Eldercare Academy. I'm Adrienne Ostris,
I'm Melanie Lemke.
and we are super excited about today's topic. We know that you guys get bombarded with a lot of these trainings, a lot of carriers, and so this one, we're kind of going to go over all of the products you get with this certain contract,
Yes.
which is more than I thought it was.
Yeah, me too. So United Healthcare's golden rule. So we are so excited to be able to have this on today and bring you guys all the products, not just one or two. So
Yes, it's good to know what's included.
and please ask questions along the way so that we can get them answered in real time. And we are excited that you guys joined us today.
Yes, give us a good morning. Let us know where you're watching from. Have you ever heard of Golden Rule?
Can you hear us?
How are you doing this summer? But if you are going to ask questions, the chat is disabled. So you do have to find the Q&A box to communicate with us. And I guess without further ado, let's introduce our special guest. We have with us Bobby Joe with, I say UH1. So I know that can be confusing, and I'm sure Bobby will explain that some more. But good morning, Bobby Joe.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you for letting me be here today. I'm excited.
Absolutely. No, we appreciate you taking the time to talk to our brokers and educate them on all the products available and maybe kind of what are the more popular ones.
Yes.
But I'll let you take it over, girl.
Thank you so much. So just as you said, United Healthcare has 4 separate contracts. So we have United Healthcare Group, United Healthcare Individual, which would be your ACA. We have United Healthcare Medicare, and then your 4th contract option would be United Healthcare Golden Rule. As you said, commonly known as UnitedHealthOne in the industry. So there's just so many products that you have access to through this suite. It is both over and under 65. And so I just wanted today to bring awareness around what we offer. So as we kind of get started, let me figure out how I can advance these slides, and it's not working here. Bear with me. You'll see, again, as I said, over and under 65. We have a core medical suite for under 65, and that would be, your trailing spouses or spouse in the house situations, or maybe it's somebody 18 to 65 that, ACA is just not an option for them, whether it's, price point or access to ACA being outside of open enrollment. We have a few different options there with short-term, tri-term, and health protector guard. And then our ancillary suite works both over and under 65, which is, oftentimes when I'm out in the field, agents don't realize that we have 7 senior suite ancillary products. So I just want to talk real quickly in the over 65 market, some of the plans that we have available. The fastest growing ancillary product on our shelves today is on the far right-hand side, that senior hospital indemnity plan. You'll see that it is guarantee issued to age 74. Anybody 75 to 90 would be some simplified underwriting. But your base plan, which is kind of covering the hospitalization on top of, say, this is meant to kind of go on top of an MA plan. So that Medicare Advantage is providing some exposure to your clients and hospitalization. That base plan is about $1 a day. So it's very inexpensive, but then we do give them the ability to add up to 8 additional riders. You're going to see it's going to be things like urgent care, ER, ambulance. We have the highest air ambulance in the industry. We have the highest mental and nervous disorder hospital confinement. Something unique to us in the industry in that senior hospital indemnity space is that outpatient provider administered prescription drug benefit. And then the cancer rider, to stay guarantee issued, the max allowable is $5,000. They can always go above that amount, but it would be then some simplified underwriting. But the greatest thing about this product is agents who work in the Medicare space, they have felt the pinch a little bit as it relates to compensation around MA plans and Part D. So they're looking for a way to make up for some lost income. That's really what created some huge growth the last 2 AEPs or last 2 years with that Advantage Guard product. A big win with it is price point, and then our plan recommendation tool. When brokers go into their quoting and enrollment platform, they have the ability through a drop-down menu to choose the MA plan that the client is on. Every single carrier is out there, not just UnitedHealthcare. They'll also, through a drop-down menu, choose the plan name. And the site will actually do all of the work for you as an agent. On the left-hand side, it's going to pull up that MA plan, show you all of the gaps. And then on the right-hand side, it's going to bring in that Advantage Guard product to try and fill in all the holes that we possibly can. So that's the product I probably would say would be a great lead-in to the senior ancillary suite that we have. Otherwise, you do have access to a standalone critical guard product. Again, guarantee issued to age 74. To stay guarantee issued on the far right-hand side with that critical guard, max allowable still again is $5,000.
So on that hospital indemnity, I was playing around with the fill the gaps tool in CSG, and like that's kind of where I compare like different hospital indemnities out there. And so I was playing around with all the UH1 hospital indemnities because there's a lot that show up. And I was super surprised about how high that cancer rider goes.
Yeah, it's nice that they have the ability to go again,
Like,
issued to 5,000, but they can also go above and beyond that for sure.
yeah, I was so surprised. It was, and none of the other ones had that. And I was like, that is amazing.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Um, I That's why I like to talk a little bit about the critical guard too, is that yeah, we have that cancer rider on the hospital indemnity, but what if somebody wants heart and stroke coverage or Alzheimer's? Like, then they would have to lean into that standalone critical guard for that because there are 4 different plans there. It can be cancer only, heart and stroke only. It could be cancer plus heart and stroke, or critical illness is cancer plus heart and stroke, as well as other critical conditions, things like ALS, Alzheimer's, end stage renal failure. So there's a lot of options there. And then we have accident, as you can see here on the screen too. So that would be kind of 3 of the core senior ancillary products that we have. Any other comments that you might suggest on these 3 products before we kind of talk about the dental suite?
No, I don't see any questions coming through, but I know sometimes there's a time delay. So agents, if you do have questions, don't hesitate to ask them. And I see that you put the top states on here too. So that's not necessarily everywhere these are at. It's just the top ones.
Yeah. So obviously, most of these states we're in about 40, depending on the product, where it can be anywhere from 40 to 46 states that we have these products in. This is just the top selling markets. Obviously, Florida and Texas are usually number 1 and number 2 and pretty much everything that we sell. And I think it's primarily because of pure population in those markets. But yeah, this would just be the top 5 markets. But in addition to that, oh, I forgot to mention, this is a plan recommendation tool. I didn't realize that I had it in the slide deck. So as I was talking about that plan recommendation tool, it takes out all the guesswork for you. So again, when you're quoting, you choose that plan recommendation tool button. And then here's where it'll give you an idea of what that looks like. In the plan carrier, you choose any carrier in that client's area. Again, Humana would be out here, Devoted, whomever that the MA plan is with. And then on the right-hand side, you choose that actual plan name. Like I said, the left-hand side will bring up the MA plan with the gaps. And on the right-hand side, it'll give that hospital indemnity Advantage Guard recommendation. You can always tweak it to the client's desire, but I love that it kind of takes out all of the work for you as an agent, kind of builds up that foundation for you during that sales process.
Oh, so it picks the amount per benefit for you.
Yeah, you can always modify it, but we try to fill in as many holes as we possibly can. But like you said,
that's cool.
This in our platform, but if you are using Integrity Connect, you would be able to access this product in that Fill the Gap tool.
Yeah, but I think we have a lot of agents who are kind of newer to cross-selling.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I feel like they get overwhelmed with how many carriers. And so I would totally recommend just using one carrier portal like UH1. And I guess this one's uh1.com/broker. That's, oh, I lost your audio.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Okay. uh,
So
so,
uhoa.com/broker. Yep.
okay. Very good to know. Because it would make it a lot easier for those newer agents to just pick a portal and just start rocking and rolling with all the ancillary the one carrier has.
Yeah.
And then we also have a dental vision suite that you're looking at. So dental, I love it being that it's a PPO offering. So in or out of network does not matter. We have free dental only, free DDH. Our annual max benefit goes up to $3,000. But what I love about the dental plans is there's no wait period. So no wait for preventive, no wait for
Awesome.
basic, no wait for major. The only thing that would have a wait period is implant coverage. There, that would be a 12-month wait. And then after that, it would be a 50-50 co-insurance split. Then they could just come to us for vision. As you'll see, we have only one plan to choose from, which is glasses and contact coverage. And it's benefits every year, not every 2 years. So this is a win-win product. I would say of all of the products that we offer, the longest standing referral product that I hear from agencies and agents like is the vision. They're paying about $13 a month premium for the plan, which is annualized to about $156 a year. But they're going to get $150 for their frames as well as $150 for their contacts. So that's a $300 benefit between those two things, as well as they're getting a free eye exam and a $10 copay for their lenses. So that is an absolute win-win. Highly recommend that. But otherwise, we do have the dental discount program on the far right-hand side, which is discounts on dental, vision, hearing, prescription. This product really took off over the last, I would say, 6 months. So I was curious to reach out to some agencies and agents that were having some huge success with this product, kind of get some best practices from them. Really, what I've gotten back from them as feedback is they were utilizing the Dental Savings Complete program for things that their dental insurance plan wasn't covering, right? A lot of dental plans will have like for example, missing tooth claws. So if you come to the dental carrier, you have a hole in your mouth, there's usually that missing tooth clause. And there's no coverage on their dental plan for that. Well, they could use that Dental Savings Complete program for that, or anything that's not covered, maybe on their dental plan. And then the other one was, if they have a dental plan or dental benefits in their MA, or it is a dental plan of ours, maybe you see on the left-hand side, that has a 3,000 annual max benefit. Maybe it's June and they've maxed out their benefit and they still have the rest of the year that they need some dental services to be rendered. They could use that Dental Savings Complete program for that. So love that we have the flexibility in the suite to kind of lean into any one of these three products. And then lastly, we have teledoc options. Healthiest You is straight up teledoc. New benefits would be teledoc with some additional discount programs. And then the last option would be Mind Your Health. Mind Your Health is teledoc, but it has the most robust journey for anybody dealing with mental health. So I highly recommend that option when you have individuals who are dealing with mental health and they're trying to use the teledoc journey to support them. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the under 65 suite that we offer. So first and foremost, I always like to talk about under 65 alternative core medical. You'll see your opportunities on the top right-hand corner. There are situations where you're dealing with trailing spouses or spouse in the house, but otherwise there's, with some of the subsidies, the extended subsidies that expired at the end of December last year, there's a lot of clients who struggled this past open enrollment, being able to afford ACA because they had a subsidy expire. So these could be options for people who can't afford ACA. Maybe they can't access ACA because we're outside open enrollment, or they really just need a larger network. Some of those ACA networks are HMOs, state-based, geographic-based network. And if you're a traveler for work or pleasure, maybe a full-time RVer, a snowbirder, some networks might not always work for your client. So we do have 3 options that could be considered as an alternative core medical option. Now, the strongest in the industry would be that tri-term medical. But you'll see it's only available in 14 states at this point in time. So tri-term medical is a 3-year, essentially short-term plan. So it's a 3-year product, deductible co-insurance style. Being that we are getting into renewal years, we do cover pre-X. So pre-X would be covered in years 2 and 3. But if that's not an option because of maybe state footprint or price point, another option that could be considered is in that center where you see short-term medical. That product in majority of our states can only go up to 12 months at a time. So being that we're never getting into renewal years, we're never covering pre-X on that product. So it could have a lower price point in some areas. And then it is still a deductible co-insurance style plan. So you'll see in the center the 12-month states that we have, and then some 6-month offerings. If you have a market in some of the states that are not listed at the bottom in the 6 or 12 months, that's not necessarily saying we don't have the product in the state. It's just meaning that then we probably only have the ability to go up to 4 months in that market. And then lastly, on the far right-hand side is our fixed benefit plan. Now, almost a year ago, so it was at the end of June last year, we made a huge overhaul as far as enhancements within this product. And with that, this has brought this product to be top in the industry as it relates to fixed benefits. Fixed benefits are great because they are truly first dollar coverage. Because there is no deductible, there is no co-insurance, there is no co-payment. So if you come across an objection from a client that says, I can't afford $7,500 deductible or whatever that out of, deductible might be on like an ACA or tri-term or short term, and you can't overcome that objection, you could always potentially look at that Health Protector Guard as a no deductible option, first dollar benefit. Much broader footprint with that product. But what I would say about all 3 of these plans, there is some simplified underwriting to them. They're not guarantee issued. So both tri-term and Health Protector Guard, because they are getting into renewal years, you're talking about 20 questions on the application. Whereas
Hey, Bobby,
6 questions.
do you mind if I interrupt for just a second?
Sure.
Because I want you to kind of repeat what you just said.
Sure.
And we have a few people saying they have a hard time hearing you. So I don't know if it's your microphone or if maybe just speak up a little bit more. But could you repeat that they're all simplified issue?
Correct. They would be all
Oh,
simplified.
that's way better.
I just realized that the headset, the microphone part was actually hanging down towards my body. So I apologize.
Okay. Thank you for saying that, David. We can hear you a lot better now.
Thank you. I'm so
Can
sorry.
you start the whole thing over? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's go back 15 minutes now. So sorry about that. You guys, I'm going to post my contact information too at the end of this slide. So if it was really hard to hear me, please at least feel free to reach out to me, phone or email. I would be more than happy to help you with what we offer within our suite, because it is overwhelming because there's so much that we offer. But I love that because then we can have solutions for all your client needs. But yeah, so these would be great options for alternative core medical options under 65. The biggest win too here is it's a UnitedHealthcare product. It's using the UnitedHealthcare network. The network attached to these are our commercial network. So it's the largest network out there, true nationwide network. And then the average discounts are 58%. So I didn't say up to 58%. I said average. Typically with our preventive services, you're seeing, discounts around that 65, 70%. Your hospital services, maybe more around that 45, 50. That's how you get to the average. So I apologize for not being able to hear me very well. Is there anything that you would suggest that we kind of revisit on this slide before I kind of talk about the under 65 ancillary products?
I don't think so. I mean, if you just kind of want to recap, like that tri-term medical is just kind of break down again, like easily, like which each one is.
Yeah. So tri-term medical, tri meaning 3, it's a 3-year plan, deductible co-insurance style. I would say of all of your ACA alternative options in the industry today, tri-term is going to be that best option for them. Great for 62 to 65 to bridge someone safely to Medicare age. Otherwise, if you're utilizing it, say 19 to the age of 62, the client has the ability to come back every 3 years and reapply. It would just be new application, new underwriting, and then short term is up to 12 months. You'll see that in Arkansas, it is a 12-month plan in that market. Still, again, deductible co-insurance style. Anything else that you might suggest I kind of revisit on?
No, I think
Okay.
So I don't see any more questions. So
Okay. Well, sorry about that, ladies.
no.
In addition to that, again, as I said, we're just have so many different solutions that you can lean into within this product suite. So same thing with your under 65 clients. We have hospital accident and critical illness. On the far left-hand side, you're going to see those hospital plans. Hospital Safeguard, because it does come with a multi-plan network attached to it, your lowest cost plan is going to be around $20 a month. You're talking about some pretty robust benefits in that hospital safeguard. So if that gets to be too expensive for them alongside of some type of core medical plan, hospital wise is the product that is usually leaned into the most as it relates to a lower income ACA type of client, because hospital wise starts out, depending on state, it can start out as low as around $15 a month premium. And then in the center, you have your accident wise, which is in the same product that we offer in the senior market space. In addition to accident wise, under 65 has a true AME plan. So that Accident Pro series is great because it says, I don't care what accident services you've had rendered, we're going to give you your up to chosen benefit amount. And there's 3 different plans that you can see at the bottom in that suite. So Expense Guard is true just accident and accidental death and dismemberment. Your Pro Guard is accident plus critical illness and accidental death and dismemberment. And then your Pro Gap is accident plus critical illness plus hospital for sickness and then accidental death and dismemberment. So you're having not just accident in some of these plans, it's pulling in critical illness or hospitalization for sickness. And then you still have that same critical guard that we have in the senior market space, but under 65 to stay guarantee issued, their max allowable is 10,000. So this product can be very inexpensive. Some markets are down to like $9 a month for that $10,000 benefit. So I feel like regardless of what core medical plan a client is on under 65, this is a very quick, easy product to attach to their core medical as another layer of protection. Let's say it is ACA and it has 10,006 as an out-of-pocket exposure. We can cover 10,000. So they would only have $600 left in exposure if they had, say, cancer, heart stroke, ALS, Alzheimer's, coma, end-stage renal failure, those types of things that happen. But you'll see some embedded benefits we have, COVID, pregnancy. There's some optional riders. Of the optional riders, and this holds true in that senior market space too, I love the prescription rider. That is where you're going to have like a Part D helper in that senior market space. $15 paid out for every generic, $50 for every brand. So I really love that product. Lastly, same dental vision and dental discount program in the under 65 market that we do in the senior space, and the same teledoc options that we went through. The only thing in addition to that in the under 65 suite, we do have a term life product. Right now it is only available to individual adults. So if you were doing a husband and wife, they would have to be on 2 separate applications. We don't allow children on the product, but we are doing an overhaul to this product this fall where it will allow for families on 1 application and it will allow children. So for the time being, 10 or 20-year term, up to 200,000. The win with this product that I hear from agents and agencies is there is no blood or urinalysis. So it's very quick, very easy, typically issued within about 5 to 6 days.
Okay.
Want to just kind of plug into how quick and easy it is to do claims submission. This is a win we hear in the market as well. Any member pay plan is just easily submitted to us their claims through their member portal. So they log into UHC Member Hub, they print out their claim form, fill it out, and then they upload that form and their claim to us in their member portal. They can track their claims out there. Very easy for them to stay on top of their claims. I can share this with you ladies so that you have it, just a recommendation of what products should go alongside of, say, ACA or your ACA alternatives like Tri-Term, Short-Term, or Health Protector Guard, and then your Medicare products on the far right-hand side. Lastly, why United Healthcare, right? There's multiple carriers that you could use out there. United Healthcare is a brand of trust and reliability. Large product suite, as we talked about, we can be a carrier for life. I love this because I call it our cradle to grave approach is, a client, a child could be born, they could be on a UHC branded ACA plan or group plan. Maybe it's later in life, United Healthcare Medicare or Medicaid. And then our ancillary is both over and under 65. So through all stages of life, somebody could be truly on a United Healthcare brand for life. Couple things to point out here is just the quoting and enrollment platform. You have the ability as an agent to do the application from start to finish, not uploading a PIN, not uploading their driver's license. It's asking them 2 security questions. What's the street you grew up on? What's your father's middle name? And you quickly and easily get through that app. You do not have to have your clients do anything. I'll show you what that looks like. So when you're quoting, choosing that broker assisted app button, again, you're just asking the answer to 2 unique security questions. You plug in the answer and you keep moving forward in that sale process. Very quick and easy. And then we have, competitive commissions, bonus programs going on all the time. We have a new broker bonus going on, and we have an existing broker bonus going on too. So if you guys need additional information on these, things that we kind of talked about today, or the bonus programs, I would be more than happy to get you this information. But I did just want to, with a shorter session today, just wanted to at least quickly highlight what we offer, and then, make sure everybody does have this contract because it is different from Medicare, ACA, and group. So if you need that, Eldercare would be more than happy to help you guys get contracted. And then leaning into your broker portal for all your tools and resources. Everything is at your fingertips out there in uhone.com/broker. But otherwise, I'm always available to help, phone or email anytime that I can. Really just get you comfortable with what we offer, our quoting enrollment platform, and really to support you on your journey. With that, ladies, is there anything else that you feel would be important for us to talk about, or any questions that you'd like to address?
I don't see any questions yet, but I do want to open it for questions. So agents, if you do have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask them. We do these live for that reason. We did have a few people come in and ask for the recording, for the slides. Yes, we absolutely got your back. We will get you all of that, the recording, the slides, everything. I would like to say maybe go back to that first slide where it listed all of the products. I think it was maybe the second slide, because we did have quite a few people jump in late.
Okay.
So, and I think that slide kind of paints a really good picture of like everything that's included. So I would definitely screenshot that. And hopefully you screenshotted Bobby Joe's contact info. She is a great resource for all of these products. And I know it can be overwhelming. It is a lot of products in one contract, but that's what makes it super easy when you're quoting and enrolling. I feel like there's some carriers out there that they're the top because they have all the products in just one place. And so this is taking it to the next level with the amount of products in one contract.
Yes, and it does allow you to bundle for that client and, put them, something good together and make sure they're covered. So
yes, be covering them. No out-of-pocket exposure, please.
That's right.
Sean,
I will say that too is, the more policies you have with one client, the less likely they are to leave you. So, just having that multi-policy concept really will help you with client retention for sure.
Yes. And Sean had asked, could we write a 62-year-old woman who had cancer 12 years ago? I'm not sure which product, Sean, but
Yeah. 62. So if you're thinking about maybe the core medical under 65 as like a trailing spouse or spouse in the house, try and get them to Medicare age. Cancer within the last 5 years, any treatment, care would be an auto decline. Then we would, in that situation, encourage that you go to a guarantee issued ACA plan for that 62-year-old. But otherwise, if you were thinking about most of the other ancillary products, many of them have a guarantee issued option. So we would have the ability to help them on guarantee issued, but just to be specific for your client, and making sure that I'm giving you the correct recommendation, please reach out to me with that client, and I would be more than happy to get deeper into that conversation to find the right solution.
awesome. We appreciate that. I'm sure agents do too.
Yeah.
Stephen had asked, what is the average approval time for issue of products?
Like I said, so most of our products have guarantee issued options. So typically, guarantee issue products are issued within 24 to 48 hours. The only products that take a little bit longer than your 24 to 48 hours is going to be that core medical under 65. Typically, then in those types of products, you're seeing them issued within about 3 to 4 business days. And then that term life product, about 5 to 6 business days. But otherwise, everything else would be typically 24 to 48 hours. So very quick and easy.
That's great.
Good news. All right, everyone. Well, if you are interested in getting contracted, please reach out to us. We do want to help you be successful selling these products. You can call us at 1-800-777-9322. You're always going to get a real person to help you.
Mhm.
And we hope that you learned something from this training. And thank you, Bobby Joe, for
Thank
taking
you
the
so
time.
much.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Awesome. Thanks. Bye, everyone.